Hey, welcome back. We're on another little adventure today. I'm just going down to the Big Chute and gonna have some lunch as I packed it up, leftovers from a couple nights ago. And as you can see by the opening shot, the river is like glass. So let's get going. Alright, so we're just at the first cut here, and I'm not going through it the normal way. I'm going to go through it the back way. Here we are joining back up with the first cut channel. See the red buoy up there. And if I hadn't gone around the long way, I would have just gone straight through this channel up here. So I thought I'd just stand up because gotta watch out. It's not traveled through there that much, and you just really want to watch out for, there's a lot of trees down, a lot of branches that look like trees came down in an ice storm, and didn't want to hit me. There was a lot of weeds back there because not a lot of boats got go there through there. As you can see, there's like, I don't know, 2 or 3 cottages in that little channel. Years ago there was nothing in there. You just go through there, there was nothing. I just go through in like a little ting, and it was not a problem. But it's a little different view than just coming through the regular channel. And if it's busy, it's a nice way to go through, especially if you're on a ski. You don't get bounced around in the narrow part with you know, the cruiser waves. So it's good that way. And yeah, it's just a different way to go. That's all. So I'm gonna get going now. We're gonna zip through up and come into the first bay here, which has I just keep talking actually. It has the Lantern Marina, which used to be a marina. Now it's like I don't know if it's a vacation ownership or if you're buying like double wide type cottages there or something. It's quite a complex. And there's also Morrison's Landing, which is a government dock which you can launch a boat from. But honestly, it's not that. I went and looked at it. I rode my bike there last time I was up, and the landing isn't really that great for launching a boat, like the boat launch, kind of like in the dirt almost. And there's no place to park. Like if you came up with a trailer, like a fishing boat, and you wanted to leave there fishing, there's like no place. There's really no place to park. With a trailer, there was like sort of spots there, but they were really only for cars, not with like cars or boat or trucks with trailers, and nowhere you can park like lengthwise. So I guess it's just for cottagers to use, to launch their boats from, for cottagers on the river. Nothing compared to the park that's over in Sparrow, which has got you know, maybe 5 to 10 spots for trucks with trailers, and then you can park a little bit on the road that goes off to the side. But a little better option, and a better line, because Gravenhurst dug it out. Now I just go back to going through the. I forgot one thing. The reason why I had to stand up when I went through the channel is the water's really low up here on the Severn, and I think I don't know if it's lower down, but I know I read that people were saying the water was high down by Port Severn, but up here on Sparrow and in the river and this river, it's quite low. In fact, when I pulled the ski into the dock, it actually, the gunnel, like the side part, it was like 2 inches under the dock. It was something I hadn't seen before, and the water is quite low. Still borderline swimmable. I'll have to go out later, get rid of the buoy marker I wore the boat out to. But enough of my sad story of a life and what I have to do in this wilderness. Let's get going. Just back, it's the second cut. There's a nice launch there. The nice thing about the fall, well, Ramos Fall, is there's less bugs. So when you launch it, you get going pretty fast. You're not worried too much about getting smacked in the head by a deer fly or horse fly, or God forbid a dragonfly whacks you in the head when you're scooting along. But other than that, yeah, it's great. Anyways, it's beautiful. Leaves haven't started changing yet. Probably won't for a couple weeks. Actually at the lock here at Swift Rapids. Just got my day pass, or in and out they say. And no one came up, so they're actually waiting for me. It's kind of funny. Anyways, yeah, there's no one here. Absolutely beautiful day in September. I don't even know what day it is. Wednesday. No clue. Anyways. And there's the lonely ski waiting to go in. So, I'm in Swift Rapids Lock again. Always exciting. I was just talking to the lockmaster there about old times. And as you can see, we are going down. Not a lot of boat traffic today. A beautiful day to be out. And yeah, I guess we'll look forward to going out of the locks probably in about 5 minutes. Okay, the doors are opening. I thought I'd try it GoPro on my vest here. I'm just going to zip out and then slow down and take the bumpers off, bring it back in. I guess they're only opening one door for me. Oh well. A long way up. Now it looks like the vest is pointing the GoPro to my right. Turn it like that and make it straight. It's just a little weird. So I'm just going to go out slowly here and then I'll take the bumpers off. See you later. Okay, so lock's on holiday hours. I have to be back by 3:30 or else I'm sleeping down here. Oh, there's some boats. Ooh, waves. Slow part, and what we have up here is Tamarack, which is a gas station sort of marina, and also the Riverview restaurant, and a really big bridge you shouldn't jump off of. Just back behind me I passed the Wabbuck, which is another restaurant. I don't think it's open. I'm not even sure if the River House or Riverview, whatever it is open, because it's midweek and let's face it, there's not a lot of boaters in September. So they could be closed, I'm not sure. But anyways, this is just a nice slow part, nice relaxing ride through here. It's still beautiful out. I had an interesting conversation with the lockmaster. I was talking about water levels and how it was pretty low up on Sparrow Lake and on the river, and he said it's like that, and then you hit Hydro Glen and the water's fine. He said the water level was fine from Hydroglen to the locks, and then it's fine down here. So, I don't know. Say it is quite different with one rider than with two. You're using a slower speed setting to keep in the speed limit than I would with two, and also I've adjusted the trim because it rides differently with two than it does with one.
It's a brown building with white doors. It's 2 stories. Don't know what's open. Get there and find out. Okay, so it's a River House restaurant. I'm totally blowing the name, but you know, nothing happens when you're older. Getting everybody's names. I don't think it's open. Over there. And there's the railway bridge.
Once we pass that bridge, we could resume our cruising speed. That's what I like. Made it to Big Chute. It's straight ahead. It's a slow zone through here. Keep the waves down. I'm not lining up to go on the Marine Railway. I will head over and try and find a place to park at the, I think there's a marina over here on my right. I'll know better when I get by the island.
Sign say fuel, ice cream, food, service. Service is last, I don't know. I would have put ice cream first. But hey, I didn't make it a sign. The trees down. So I'm at Big Chute here. You see that pile of guck there that's floating around the weeds. It had followed me in. There might be a little bit of it in my impeller, but I could use the IDF when I go back out again. But this is over on the side. Straight across there is the dock with the blue line that you line up for. to go on the actual marine railway, which is, I think it went back down again. And over here, I just walked this way. This by this brown structure is the original marine railway, which they sometimes use as backup when the other one's under repair, not working. But I don't think they use them both at the same time. I've never heard that before. Now here's a road. You actually can drive here. And to revert back to my motorcycling life, it's actually a nice road to motorcycle on, Upper Big Chute Road, and there's a way to get to it from Highway 69. And it's actually, and it looks like a nice ride. I took a look at it. Anyways, car's coming. I have to wait. Now I can cross. No, I can't. There's a Jeep coming. Another car. Alright, I'm jaywalking. I'm making this fast. I'm just going to get across here. Oh, quite interesting. I think I'll bring my lunch over here and have my lunch here. There it is. Yeah, it obviously doesn't carry the same type of boats that the newer one does. And you can see from underneath, it's pretty much a straight railway track down. It doesn't divide into two different rails going down for the rear wheels and the front wheels. So this one really takes on the life of a roller coaster. I'm just going to walk down the rails here. And maybe it's not in use anymore. I don't know. I know they have used it. And yeah, then it goes down there. So yeah, maybe it's not in use anymore. And the other one, I think it's down at the bottom. Can't really go look. I'm in the don't walk in area. Oh, it's coming up actually. Call that, let's run out to the road here and see if we can find it. You can hear my clod hopping footsteps on the ground. I've noticed that in some of the other videos. But I walk heavy. Here we go. Oh, it's absolutely gorgeous day out. So I'm not sure what they're doing, if they're bringing something up or they just have it parked up here. It looked like it was coming up. Usually the railway arms go down when it's crossing the street. Maybe there's just nothing on it, so they're just leaving it in the middle until someone shows up either below or above. I'm above, not going down. Want to see me go down? The Big Chute, that is. That's the last video I did on the Sea-Doo when my wife and I came down. We went down to Port Severn, which was kind of a fun ride, but I'm not going that far today because the docks are open from, the locks are only open, sorry, from 10:30 to 3:30. 10:30 to 3:30? No, 10 to 3:30, I think. 3:30 is the last time. I wasn't too worried about the starting time because I had lots of time and I really just need to be down here around lunchtime to eat. Always a good thing. But yeah, it's really beautiful here. A nice beautiful area. Oh look, this speed limit sign's got a warning for quads. Don't be running people in quads over. And oh, just up at the top here you can see, so the railway came up and then drop the boats up here. It just keeps going in up here, so I don't know if they use the same blue line or a different one. It's really interesting. There was a fish down there. I don't know if it picked it up. And yeah, the rail just keeps going and keeps going. And, ooh, whose purple jet ski is that? What a nice color. Very nice. And Sea-Doo only did it for 1 year. Picked a good time to buy a Sea-Doo. Right, I'm gonna cut out for now because I'm gonna go have a little lunch, and then I'll head back out. So it's parked, just waiting for someone to come. And you can see there's 2 separate rails on this one. One stays high, one goes low. And they even out up here. Just gonna walk underneath it, where it's flatter. You see a much larger structure than the wooden one we were wandering around by. Let's say half an hour ago, but it was actually probably a couple seconds ago if you're watching the videos. So the outside wheel, inside wheel. Road, tracks. So when the water's running in the runoff, you can see how it's smoothed out the rocks down here, and there's really sort of like a channel of water that goes down beside the Big Chute, and through, obviously you can see it goes straight and then it obviously drops off. They have fencing around it now. There, you see the fencing over there. I had to say the last time I was here it actually got out, so not my last Sea-Doo little posting, but it would have been before kids, so over 25 years ago. There was no fencing, and you could go down and walk on these rocks, you could lie in the sun on them, you could jump in the water and play in them, but I guess it just became a hazard. And especially when the water's going fast. I mean, when the water's moving through it quite fast. I mean, right now it's kind of like, well, boring. Boring time. Hey, could you take me to Niagara Falls? I think there's a little more water going over that one than this one. And you'd be correct. But it is nice. It was a memory from a long time ago. Just coming and playing in the water. That's what I did last time I was at the Big Chute. I actually stopped. And now it's gone. You can't do that. Maybe go and explore. But you know, really cool if there's like some rattlesnakes out lying on the rocks, just sunning, or you know, other turtles. They love the sun too, but there isn't any. So back to the ski. This is kind of cool here. It's like a cottage in the middle of two forks in a river or something. I don't know. Here's some cottages around here. And then there's this one here. It kind of goes through on the right side on this one. That side, don't know. The rocks could move in. I'm just going to cut through here. back on it because I don't know how well it's going to turn out. The sun's kind of straight in the camera lens. You see all these two channels that go around the island. Only one's marked off.
Back in a few minutes.
This cottage here's kind of interesting. Now you can see it, it's hidden up in the hills, but it's got that nice big, it looks like a fishing bobber buoy, and I'm not sure if that's for the water line or if it's, actually it could be a warning. It looks like there's a marine railway that comes down just by it. So it could be for that, just to keep boats out, or it could be for the water line. I have a feeling it looks like it's got something on the top, like it might be solar powered to light up at night, so you can see it at night, or maybe just the part on the top lights up at night. Oh, there's a cottage, it's hiding up in there. There we go. All right. Interesting. Well, I got a nook shook, and a bear. Not a real bear, thankfully. And a nice little viewing. Looks like a nice place to have coffee in the morning and yell at the boaters who are carrying too much weight. Okay, here's a tree that's obviously changing color. A little early. Not too early there, buddy. But sometimes they flinch. Are you gonna jump?
We're jumping up, we're having fun.